What's going on, guys? Long time no see. So Ryan Kumr checking in here. I wanted to talk about what's going on in the world of crypto and, some of the amazing things that are up on this side. It's been a long time since we chatted, and I thought I'd bring the channel back for 2024. So that's what we're doing here. So I know you've probably heard about the Jupiter airdrop, but it's more than an airdrop. I think Jupiter is going to be one of the biggest protocols that are coming out of Solana, and you need to know about what's going on and how to play this game. It's about 2.5 weeks until the end of the month, and it can drop at any time. There's major things that you need to know about. 1, if you have the airdrop. 2, if you don't have the airdrop and you're thinking about investing in it. And 3, if you're just watching on the sidelines. I'm going to give a breakdown of exactly what's going on for Jupiter and how you can play it. Before I break down how you can play the token, I think it's super important for you to understand the real deal, non-bullshit take on what Jupiter is and where it stands in Solana and where that stands in crypto. So it's super important to understand how important Jupiter is. So number 1, Jupiter is very important to the Solana ecosystem. Jupiter is the top used application on Solana. All right, it had $16 billion worth of transactions in December, buy-sell trading cryptocurrencies in the altcoin space. Now, this is bigger than Aave and is bigger than Uniswap on Ethereum. Second, Solana is becoming the new ecosystem for NFTs, and it's also becoming a major ecosystem for altcoins. All right, so if you see what an equivalent of what this could be is, there's Shiba Inu, which is a top 10, market cap project that is on Ethereum, their ERC20 token. You're going to see some Shiba Inus that come off Solana, and where they're going to be buy, sold, and trade is going to be on Jupiter. So it's super important to understand exactly where Jupiter plays a role in all of this. It is the top used application on Solana. Solana is becoming more dominant than Ethereum, and I think it's going to overtake Ethereum in the next couple of years. I've been saying it on Twitter since 2022, and I think it's going to be a game changer. I've been at every hacker house from Miami to Paris, and I've seen the culture, okay? There's not a single other blockchain that has a culture like that. And trust me, I've been granted and funded by majority. All the big ones I've done deals with. All right, so I want you to know that I'm not just saying this because I'm biased. They're not paying me for this. People want to use it more because it has cheaper gas fees, it's way faster, and there's a way better community on there, and it's becoming this beast that you can't even control or tame. I've been telling everybody that Solana has an ecosystem that you need to build on. These fucking L2s are boring. No one wants them. So it's important for you to understand where Jupiter sits on Solana, where that sits in the ecosystem, which is number 1. Solana will be number 1. It maybe they won't flip Ethereum all market cap, but in terms of users and usability, it will be one of the biggest used chains. I can see mass adoption coming from Solana. So second thing is understanding this is bigger than Uniswap, and this is bigger than Aave, okay, on Ethereum. And in 2024, a lot of people are going to be migrating from Ethereum to Solana. And if altcoin season goes crazy again, just like how altcoins go crazy on Ethereum, the ERC20 tokens, the SHIBs of the world end up being multi-billion-dollar market caps, that can happen on Solana too. And where they're going to buy, sell, and trade that is going to be on Jupiter. So number 1, if you have an airdrop for the Jupiter token, I have a lot of wallets with a lot of allocations, and it's not tier 1, I'll tell you that, right? But I think that it's one of those things that it's rewarding OG Solana investors like myself. I've been in the Solana ecosystem for a while now, and I have great connections all across the board. I've been playing the shitcoin game, the altcoin game for a very long time, and I want to give you guys a breakdown of exactly how you need to play this if you want to make money on it. The Jupiter airdrop is going to be big, right? We all know that. And people are thinking it's going to start at 10 cents per JUP. Some people say it's going to go 60 cents per JUP. And some people are saying it's going to go to $1 per JUP. We don't really know exactly what the price is going to be. But I can tell you one thing. Now, first day of airdrop, if you get the airdrop, do not sell the first day. A lot of people fuck up by selling the first day. Don't be one of those people who fuck up and sell the first day. If you look at charts of Jito or Pyth, you can see that the first day of the airdrop, everybody's dumping and it's all selling. And then the second day is where you really get the price discovery. So if you're going to sell in the first 2 days, always make sure it's the second day, because it's never going to go down on the second day, it can only rebound up because there's so much sell pressure on day one. Second, now, if you're thinking about holding the Jupiter airdrop, this is what you should do. Or if you're thinking about buying the Jupiter token, let's say you don't have the airdrop allocation, I would buy it on the first day of the actual airdrop. Number one, because there's a lot more sell pressure on the day one because a lot of people want to just get out of their farm, right? They're like, fuck it, I got an airdrop, I'm going to sell. Dude, there's 100 airdrops that I've sold first day. You know, I regret it a lot of times, and that's why I'm telling you what my strategy is here, what I'm going to do. That's a lot different this time. So if you're going to buy on day one. Obviously, this is not financial advice. It's up to you to buy. But if you're going to buy on day one. It's important to buy on day one because there's going to be a lot of sell pressure, and it's a great time to buy. Second, if you have the airdrop or you buy the token, it's important to have a strong exit strategy in mind. Now, there's a lot of indications of when you should exit. You know, a price pumps to a certain point that you have it at. But really, when it comes to the altcoin game, it comes down to one factor. That's Binance, okay? Actually, two factors, my bad. Binance and Coinbase. Once Binance and Coinbase list the token, it's gonna pump, and that's when you sell. Now, if you look historically at Bonk, you know, Bonk did phenomenally well. Every time it got listed on an exchange, the price went up because the volume went up. Okay, it's the same thing that's going to happen with JUP, and JUP is definitely going to get allocated in all the major exchanges. Okay, so it's important for you to be patient here and wait till it gets on Binance. All right, Binance, maybe you sell 50%, maybe you sell 24%, or maybe you save 100%. It's up to you, right? But really, what I'm going to do is I'm going to wait for it to get on KuCoin. I'm going to wait for it to get on Binance, and I'm going to wait for it to get on Coinbase, because I know that the volume is going to raise every single time. Those are sell events, and they're also buy events, but they're hype events. And crypto's all event driven. So if you have a selling narrative or a buy narrative, it's always the best time to sell or buy. All right. So just to recap on three of the things, we're going to keep it short here, but this is what we're going to brief it on. So number one, Jupiter needs to be one of your top priorities. If you're not buying into it today, I think you should definitely think about buying into it if you're a long-term Solana investor. Jupiter is one of those tokens that if you're buying a shitcoin or an altcoin on Solana, you have to use Jupiter or you have to use Radium. Okay, and majority of the times it's preferred. The first option is always on Bird's Eye. Everybody prefers Jupiter. And second, it has a strong vocal leader. Meow is very strong, very smart. He's fucking in the hospital right now and he's still debbing it up. So he's a very smart guy. Now, it's important to understand that they have a very unique philosophy of what they want to do with their token, which I think this disseminates a lot of different factors from like something like Uniswap and how you can compare it to Uniswap. Now, I think Jupiter is very interesting because Meow, the founder, he said, what if we can make Jupiter a meme coin? And he's even thinking about potentially airdropping a meme coin prior to the Jupiter launch to test. And I think that whatever they do, if they do the meme coin strategy, will be fucking game changing, right? Because people will get liquid on the meme coin. They won't even worry about selling the Jupiter allocation. Now, we don't know if that happens, but it would be amazing if that did happen because it's a gamified approach. A lot of people are bullish. You're going to create a huge amount of hype on Twitter. And it's going to go crazy. But yeah, man, I think that Jupiter is a very strong token. If you do want to have a long-term strategy with it, I think it's going to be a long-term game and a long-term hold for a lot of people that want to buy into Solana, and is probably one of the biggest and top used applications, if not the top used application on Solana. So it's important for you to know what's going on in Solana, and Jupiter is a real deal project. This is not a bullshit project. This is a real deal project that people are using every single day. It's going to be huge. And in terms of just Jupiter, is it a buy, sell, or trade, or hold? I would say I'm going to hold until it gets listed on an exchange. And then I'll buy back again later once I cash out. But I'm a fan of taking profits. So I'm going to take my airdrop. I'm going to take profits on it. And you should never be shy to take profits on it. It's just a game of crypto. It's just a game of tokens. Play the game right, make some profit. And I want you to drop some comments below. How much allocation do you have? When are you selling? What are you going to do? What's your game plan for this? And give me your thoughts. Are you buying Jupiter? Are you selling Jupiter? Are you only in for the airdrop? I want to hear your thoughts. What is the community saying? Anyways, checking out, guys. I appreciate you guys. As always, I'm going to keep some more fire on the way. We got some fire videos. We got some fire things on the way. Let's go. My guys, Ryan Kumr here, checking out mintdrops.com. Appreciate you guys.